Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've had this one for a bit. I didn't want to rush and make a video, but I also don't really need 20 minutes to cover it. So here's a quick take that took a while to get to. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this great discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So this portable power station showed up on my doorstep and I started putting it through its paces right away. I bought it to replace my older model after more than 4 years. And I was curious how much of the advertised capacity would actually translate into real usable power. Here is what I found. The box says 768 watt-hours, but in day-to-day use you're looking at about 450 watt-hours. That's because the battery limits you to roughly 90%, the AC converter chips away about 15%, and the unit itself uses about 15 watt-hours of self-consumption. So the math isn't as simple as 768 equals everything I can pull. It's more like a realistic reserve with some overhead, which is worth noting, especially if you're planning long outages. On the plus side, setup was simple. The Bluetooth app connected quickly to my phone and tablet, and the UPS feature kicked in without a hiccup when the grid dropped. My router and fiber terminal stayed online without any interruption, which is the kind of thing you appreciate in an actual blackout. The fan was impressively quiet, and the digital display is bright and legible in the dark. I didn't even need to dive into the manual to get it moving. Charging is fast enough in standard mode that I didn't feel the need to toggle turbo. I did notice that the unit pulls about 150 watts from my 200-watt solar panels, and if I rebalance the angle, I suspect I could squeeze a bit more. The XT60 input connectors are a big improvement over the older style jacks I had trouble with before. They feel robust and should last a long time. Portability matters to me, and this unit checks that box. It's lighter than the older model and has a bit more capacity, which makes it a noticeable upgrade. The USB-C ports are plenty strong for keeping a laptop charged, and the display proudly shows % remaining, which I find more useful than the old bar meters. I used it for a quick busking setup, my guitar rig, a couple of pedals, and a small PA. And even with a heavy draw, it didn't vanish as fast as I expected. From 54% to a full charge in about 40 minutes is a solid sign, and I estimate hours of life under typical use. The company's support has been excellent, even when I was troubleshooting the older model. If you catch this on a sale, it's hard to beat. It's not perfect, but the balance of real capacity, smart features, and portability makes this a strong upgrade for my needs as a musician, camper, and prepper. For my situation, it already proves its worth, and I can see myself adding more panels or upgrading later.